up for the first heat, so get ready with the watches. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, march.
Jetzt sind es also noch genau 11 Minuten und dann steigen wir ein in die Disziplin Freestyle. Freuen wir uns drauf. Das wird mit Sicherheit eine spektakuläre Show. Wieso 11 Minuten? Das war der Timer, der gerade gegeben wurde, offiziell. Das ist ganz einfach. Die Heatlänge eines Heats, also immer, wenn zwei Fahrer gegeneinander starten, sind genau 8 Minuten. In der Zeit dürfen die Fahrer ihre Tricks und Sprünge zeigen. Und im Anschluss gibt es eine Transition Time. Das bedeutet, das ist die Zeit, wo die nächsten Fahrer die Möglichkeit haben, schnell aufs Wasser zu kommen, die anderen das Wasser verlassen. Das sind 3 Minuten. Wenn wir das zusammenrechnen, sind es also 11, 8 plus 3. Und das bedeutet, alle 11 Minuten beginnt ein neuer Heat. Und dementsprechend haben alle Fahrer jetzt also ihre Timer, die sie entweder am Handgelenk oder am Oberarm tragen, gesetzt nach dem offiziellen Countdown der TWA und wissen dann idealerweise ganz genau Bescheid, wann sie dran sind.
Welcome back, day number 2 here in Sylt, and as you can see by the water, we have got some decent action coming up for you today, and it's not going to be racing. We have got the freestylers out there. They are starting in 10 minutes time. Yes, they are. And if you've seen the eliminations, you will know, my God, there is some absolute death heats. You know, this is when the world title gets decided. The winner probably of this event here in Sylt will probably be the world champion. Yentel Cares won in Fuerteventura. Adrian Bosson second. Who beats who here? Could be the world champion. But when you look at the matchups, Yentel Cares has Leonard Neubauer probably in the first round for him because he's already seeded. Leonard's in the first round. You look down the bottom, Adrian Bosson could have Nibelung, Niklas Nibelung. Low, you know, German sailor, sailed here a lot, sailing so good. You've got Amado Vrieswijk maybe going against Sam Steve in the early rounds, plus loads more. So many ways we can see upsets. It's going to be a really exciting freestyle, even if you're not into it, just because all that drama will come down to this event. So definitely stay tuned. We're going to have a little bit of a look of what happened yesterday. Obviously, we had a lot of racing going on, 3 eliminations and some drama yesterday as well. I spoke to Matteo Iachino at the end of yesterday and sort of said, what went on then? Because you look so comfortable. Everything was looking good. And I kind of gave him the kiss of death in one of the later rounds. But it turns out he actually broke his foil, or his front wing wasn't working. Yeah. Are we going to see action from yesterday? Are we going to watch the highlights reel? Have we got enough time? No, we're not going to watch the highlights. The highlights are online if you do want to watch them if you're into racing. But we are going to look at some action from yesterday anyway. My soul is stars, how fun clear I got a heart that keeps on beating. My soul is stars, how fun clear and all the stars are fire. I got a heart that keeps on beating. All for you, you. It's all for you. There we go. That was just some of the highlights from yesterday. Obviously, Michel Becker, German rider, getting his first ever win on the PWA Tour. It was pretty emotional. Like I say, those highlights are online, so you can check them out on the PWA YouTube. They're on Windsurfing TV as well. Nico Preen has also dropped a video. You know, he had a bit of drama yesterday. He fell down on the jibe, and obviously someone run into his board, and then someone run into his leg. So he had a bit of a crazy day. Like I said, we saw Matteo Iachino killing it. And then it kind of went a bit wrong in the last elimination. Amado Vrieswijk had a massive crash. Nico Goya had a few funny ones as well. And all in all, at the end of the day, the beast is winning. Yes, Johan So on the FMX boards, 0.7 sails, one of the youngest guys in that fleet, is leading. He is leading this event after day one, but we are not doing racing today. We are going into freestyle. So let's have a little look at the eliminations and have a look at some of these draws. Standout sort of heats that I can see could happen. Well, we're going to go through them all, actually. We've got Antoine Albert going against Dumont in the first round. Now, that's a difficult one anyway. Antoine Albert, I would say, sailing really good at the moment, but Dumont has some moves. He's won the Youth World title before, beating Leonard Neubauer, you know, a few years ago now, but he has definitely got the moves. So keep your eye on that one. The winner of that will go against Dieter van der Eycken. On the other side of the draw, we're going to have Thomas Traversa doing freestyle here. This one could be interesting anyway, but he's going against Leonard Neubauer. We know Leonard Neubauer, how good he is. And the winner of that goes against Jentel Kers. So that could make that matchup. Leonard Neubauer going against Jentel Kers in the second round, and it would be Jentel Kers' first heat. That's absolutely crazy. So before we kick off, we're going to be kicking off in about 3 minutes time with freestyle. I'll run through a few more of the draws, but we're going to have a little look at some adverts and sponsors of this event that are making it all possible.
Irgendwo da draußen ist er, der perfekte Urlaub, wo die Zeit stillsteht und man glücklich ist und man spürt, dass immer jemand für dich da ist. Lass dich treiben. Komm mit.
Schauinslandreisen.
Urlaub in besten Händen.
got2b. Gemeinsam für euch. Ultra starker Halt. Den ganzen Tag. Für matte Looks. Auf jeder Welle. Sofortiges Volumen im Handumdrehen. got2b. For whoever you want to be.
Heineken celebrates 150 years of the perfect serve. It should be served in its purest form.
More ice?
Quality brew with malt hops and water for a crisp taste that needs nothing else.
Can I get some limes, por favor?
Pour at 45-degree angle and sculpt to perfection.
Sparen war gestern. Jetzt einfach anlegen mit Smarvesto. Die digitale Vermögensverwaltung mit künstlicher Intelligenz. Smarvesto analysiert täglich die Märkte der ETFs und ETCs und optimiert Ihre Geldanlage. Jetzt einfach anlegen auf smarvesto.de.
Yeah, so there we go. That is the view from Sylt today. So, like I said, if you are just tuning in, we are kicking off with freestyle. Best 3 moves from 7. So you get 7 attempts on each tack. So going in, you get 7. Going out, you get 7. If you do 8, that 8th move will not be able to be scored. You don't score all of them, though. You will score the best 3 moves from 7. So effectively, you've got 4 chances to crash. If you don't crash, then you pick your 3 best moves out of that 7 on each way in. It's going to be an 8-minute heat and a 3-minute transition. So 3 minutes in between each heat starting and finishing, and 8 minutes in total to pull off your moves and beat the other rider. Like I said, some really big heats in this first round. We got Smith going against Marino Gill. Obviously, Marino Gill finishing second in Pozo, more of a wave sailor, but he did enter in Fuerteventura, so that should be fun. And on the other side of that heat, Agajan going against New Boy from Bonaire, Hart. So yeah, first chance to have a look at him. It's going to be a bit different from Bonaire, I would imagine, here in Sylt. Who else we got? We got Antoine Martin, by the looks of it, entering. I'm just looking at the names. Sometimes I haven't even seen these. Going against the Danish rider, Oglung. We've got Sugi going. Oh, another battle of the Japanese guys going against each other. They seem to actually always seem to have a battle, but it's quite good for Japan to see the Japanese riders going head to head. We've got Tati Franz going against Bowles Muller. Again, another interesting matchup in this first round. Who will they go against? That's 6 heat, 3 from the bottom, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it could be ended up going against Van Broekhoven, which would, let's say we could end up with Muller or Franz going against Van Broekhoven second round. Sam Steve going against Dunkerbeck. Yep, Liam Dunkerbeck again entering in the freestyle. Vrieswijk going against Venanti. Again, interesting one. That could maybe a match-up between Vrieswijk and Steve in the second round. And then Kempen going against Nibelung. Big heat, that one. Dutchy going against the German. And the winner will go against Bosson. Bosson obviously sitting second place in the overalls after second place in Fuerteventura. But we know Adrian Bosson has done very well here in Sylt. He does seem to turn on the magic here in Sylt. So Jentel Kers could have that matchup with Leonard Neubauer in his first heat, and Bosson we know is good here. Could Amado Vrieswijk come back? Could even Anthony Runes? He had a bit of I would say a shock podium result in Furta, and yeah, he'll be thinking, well, maybe this is my year. So you can see the clock. I think we've got like a minute 45 until the start. We've got the sun is out. I mean, it's a beautiful day here in Sylt, I've got to say. It looks very tasty out there. What have we got? We've got Edaholic going, morning Ben. And chat seems windier today. Yeah, we've definitely got more wind today. We've got the freestylers out on the course. Just got to work out where to position all my stuff so I can see the screen. I'm going to be relaxing here in the booth. Maybe we're going to get some freestyler to join me. I'm sure if a few of them get knocked out early, this is actually a very good place to watch the world title get played out, because this is where it is going to get played out. It will get played out maybe even today. Maybe we do a single and double today. Who knows? It could end up knowing the freestyle world champion in the men's division at the end of today. Let's see how much time we get through. But it's quite a small fleet, so it could definitely happen. Obviously, the women's freestyle world champions already decided. Sarah Kita off Ringer winning that. Micah Hooverman second. And Oda, speak of the devil, I think I might have just heard a very high-pitched Sarah Kita coming in. Pull up a chair, yes. Oh, there we go. I was actually just saying, we have got already decided the women's freestyle champion. Yes, once again. How many, 13?
8, you know what? I think it's 14.
14? So you've added them up wrong.
I think it is. I wrote down 13 the other day, and then the PWA wrote a review that it was 14.
You told me it was 13.
Yeah, it's 14. It's 14.
So you've robbed yourself of one. So here we go. We're going straight in. Have you looked at the heats?
No, not yet. I've only seen that Antoine Albert is sailing right now.
Yeah.
But I didn't see against who.
And Mr. Leonard Neubauer as well, which he has got a very interesting one. Obviously going against Thomas Traversa, but the winner goes against Jentel Kers.
You're kidding.
And so Jentel Kers' first heat could potentially be against Leonard, who we know is just absolutely ripping right now.
That's true. Yeah, most focused guy on tour, I would say at the
moment. Yeah, he's been out there training, and he looks good, I've got to say. He looks really on fire.
We're just talking in the equipment tent about drawing Thomas in a contest. For some people, it would be their worst nightmare, because you don't know what he can do, you know? He's very talented.
Yeah, he's already done an air flacker. I always remember him doing like an air clue first flag.
Yeah. Back in
Fuerte
Fuerte days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I always remember that. I remember thinking it looked like it's not a stylish move, but he made it look stylish.
Yeah.
He made it look so slick. I was like, wow.
Leonard did a really nice future there. Punch Flaka.
Yeah, I'm going to have
Super
to stay
control.
on top of this. Antoine Albert, obviously, in this first round heat as well, and he is a top sailor going against the guy from New Caledonia, Dumont.
How did the two only New Cal guys draw each other?
Exactly, it's mad. We see the two Japanese riders going together, the
Yeah.
two guys from New Caledonia going together.
Oh, nice one.
Air funnel.
Air funnel. I love his sails. They're super bright.
Yeah, you definitely see them, don't you? They are
Yeah.
very easy. So looks like we've got a couple of drones in the air. We've got cameras galore. We've just got to do our best to pick them out. And again, with the freestyle heats, you don't really know how it's sitting till towards the end of the heat. You know, we see the moves, everything going down, but until we start to see a few more moves in, it's very difficult to know how it's looking because it can change very fast
Yeah,
if
exactly.
you have a good run. So this is Courteau Dumont.
Oh,
Ooh,
just
the old
strap.
1 foot out Spock.
Yeah.
Easy done.
That happens to me when I get cold, to be honest. What did he
Yeah.
do?
Big shaka out the back, like off the swell. Look massive, actually.
Thomas on a freestyle board. That's interesting.
It's a while. I mean, he usually does turn up in Sylt and have a go. I've
Yeah,
seen
he
Antoine
does.
Martin also entered.
Yeah, I just saw him walking out. Yeah, these are all guys that they're multidiscipline riders. Like they can do it all.
I like to see it. I have
Yeah.
to say, I like to see it. Obviously, they're at a disadvantage to the freestylers, but
Are they though?
are they though?
Come on.
I mean, that was nearly played in, wasn't it?
This is the spot where wave sailors could have an advantage over traditional freestylers because they launch off of anything.
Yeah, it's not flat, but with the new power moves, I would say it's also kind of almost an advantage for some of the freestylers because maybe some of the wave sailors don't have the power moves. They do on the way out because they've got the jumps, but those kind of big poppy moves compared to the slidey moves of maybe it is tricky. It's a very tricky place still. Oh, hello.
Are you kidding me?
Hello.
What?
Hello.
This guy. I wonder when is the last time he tried that.
I mean, that is like a perfect regular chachu in Sylt.
That was insane.
I mean, he has got a different style. He doesn't lay the sail, super low. He almost does it like a switch chachu, but still, that is insane.
I've landed one in my life. One of those chachos. Imagine doing it in your heat in Sylt.
That's insane. That was so smooth. And we were there. We were literally on board with that drone there.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was amazing.
I wonder what that's going to score.
Chacho is one of the highest scoring moves, I think.
Yeah. I mean, interesting. Very interesting.
See, they were talking about it in the tent. Drawing Thomas is could be dangerous.
Well, at the moment, he's leading.
Whoa, yep.
It's early days, but,
I mean, a back loop, which is uncategorized.
almost
Chacho,
planing.
Yeah. Chacho, which scores really high.
Wow. Leonard Neubauer. We know this guy's got the skills as well, but that ain't easy, is it? Especially if he'd have seen any of this sort of muff. It definitely puts a bit more pressure on the situation.
What is the situation? Is it 3 moves or 4?
3 moves, yeah. 3 moves from 7.
Yeah, that's a pretty technical one also. That'll score well.
Scopu or Cabby? I didn't see it.
Kabikuchi.
Cabby, yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty nice one.
Wow.
So yeah, what you were saying about the wave sailors not having the power moves, like that's what I mean. Like in a place like this in Sylt, where you actually have the opportunity to jump, compared to a flat water spot, they have all the chances to pass their heats with
it's very true. It's just their way in, but I guess they've just got to put together 3.
Yeah.
Which we've already seen the chachu. That's one decent move on the way in for Traversa.
I can't believe I just saw that.
Yeah, that was so smooth. I mean, there we go. Leonard not quite finding his ramp at the moment. Antoine Albert leading against Dumont. On the other side of the draw, it is dead level, 22.2 points each.
No way.
So it is absolutely dead level. Again, early. I was about to say early in this heat, but there's 2 minutes 25 on the clock.
Yeah.
Not a lot of the time left, really.
Not
sure this is refreshing.
Can you see all the moves that they've done already?
Yeah, it's not refreshing because it's on different draws, but
Wow, just missed
just
it.
wouldn't go. Got a bit sticky. Oh, Leonard.
What happens when it's a deadlock like that?
I
Just
think
the highest
it goes
score
to
in-
the highest, the highest something. Well, there's the Shaka. He's had the Chachu.
back loops.
I'm waiting for my detailed live scoring, because without that it's very difficult to know what's happening, because obviously we've got 4 guys on the water. It's man against man and there's 2 separate heats going on at the same time, so obviously it's not so easy. When it's man on man, 2 guys on the water, it's much easier to understand.
Yeah.
We don't miss any moves, but at the moment it's tricky. Leonard.
Oh, shifty.
That's nice.
That's
That
gonna help
was
him a
sweet.
lot.
Really
Wow.
nicely landed. Perfect culo, full planing and high.
Oh, that was awesome.
Decent height on that thing.
Floaty. Yeah, that shifty will definitely make a difference. Unless Toma goes out and busts it out as well.
You wouldn't put it past him.
No.
would you?
Not at all.
So at the moment he's only losing by about 3 points. I'm just looking. I've got the scores up now. Air Flacker 3. He's lacking moves actually on port tack. Back loop coming in at 6.2.
Look, he did the Flacker clue first, like you said.
Ah, yeah. Yeah. Clue first, Flacker.
Here we go. Double culo. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I mean, he is riding so well at the moment. You know, Traversa had many of the other riders in that first round heat.
Yeah, sure. He would have.
Probably had a better chance of going through. Not to say he still couldn't, but with 30 seconds to go, Leonard with that shifty,
Wow.
culo, he's definitely coming in strong towards the
I'm
end.
really impressed for him to put down those moves. Like this double culo in these conditions.
Yeah.
It didn't even look like he had that much speed, and that's the key for those double rotations.
It's a very sticky place, Sylt, I would imagine.
What?
Yeah, okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, he means business, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And this is so good for him. He's got a warm-up heat before Yentl cares.
Yeah.
So it's not great news for Yentl cares fans. And there we go. That's the end of the heat. It goes so fast in freestyle.
Yeah.
Um,
It's only 8 minutes.
yeah, that was so fast.
9.
I'm looking at those scores coming through. I mean, Traversa, he put up a good fight. Double Spock, Chachu.
This is like
Shaka.
an old school battle against the new school.
Yeah, but Leonard, I think, had a bit too much then, didn't he? He had Burner on the way in, Kabakuchi, double culo. I mean, he looked pretty solid, I have to say. So I'd be very surprised. I don't think a couple of crashes towards the end from Traversa, and that Pasco coming at 6.9, Shifty 6.5.
Wow.
Some big scores actually. So yeah, there we go. It's going to be Leonard Neubauer who is going to go through to go against Yentl Cares, and that could be the world title decided. You never know. If we only get a single, that could be decided on that one heat if Bosson gets a bit further, or Amado, or Adrian,
The thing is, these guys are like, I feel like Leonard maybe hasn't had the chance yet to really show all of his potential, but I would say he's a world champion.
Yes, 100%.
Contender, title
100%.
contender. And then you're going to have him up against Yentl so early, you know? So,
I mean, that is a terrible draw for Yentl.
yeah.
It's a terrible draw for Leonard.
Exactly, that's what I mean. So,
because Leonard had an early round exit to, was it
in
Bals?
Fuerte also. Maybe,
Tester.
yeah, I was going to say, no, but that was in the double elimination, I think.
He definitely had some really strong heats.
He had a shocker in the single elimination in Fuerte. Like, he said he forgot to have fun, and
Yeah. He was very serious before. There was a few people saying he's not doing his normal routine. I've been there, actually. I've done that. When I started doing well early in the days, I started getting serious, and it didn't work for me. I was way better when I was just a bit more relaxed.
yeah, you got to keep that.
Focused but relaxed. There's 2 different things. Serious never really worked. Focus definitely does. That was a really sick backing.
Wow.
I mean, that was ankle dry.
He must have been having fun out there.
Yeah, that looked fun. This is look at that. I mean, it is definitely a different style of Chachu. Sail very high.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Chachu.
Well, it's the only move I could claim in the freestyle. It's a decent move.
I know you have a different standard. You want the Sylt to like float right over the water.
I mean, but that's the safer way for sure.
Yeah.
And it ain't easy. I'm not saying it's easy. But yeah, there was some big moves being thrown down. We got 20 seconds until the start of the next heat. That was beauty, wasn't it? There was some big moves thrown down in that heat. You know, that was the first heat
was serious
of
high level.
the competition. But yeah, fully high level. Coming up in the next round, so it looks like Antoine Albert qualifying, which you would have thought. He's going against Dieter van der Eyck in the next round, and then Leonard Neubauer going against Jentel Kers, you know, big matchup. This one we've got Smit going against Marino Gill, another wave sailor, could cause some issues here. And then Agajan going against Hart, who's new guy from Bonaire.
Bonaire, yeah.
You know much about?
Yeah, I've been hanging with him a bit. I've sailed with him. He's super impressive in Bonaire. What I think is impressive that in Bonaire you never have so much power, but this guy creates insane lifts with the culos, scopus. He has a bit of a style of Kiri, I feel like, as well. And yeah, I think I really like his style on the water. He's pretty explosive.
But he's up against it. Sylt is not Bonaire.
I know, and a lot of times for people to get into the wetsuit and sailing cold waters is a different story. He just told me now, like he hopes his hands hold on. Because yeah, that's definitely part of the game here.
What's his full name?
Nigel.
Nigel. So it is Nigel, because he was doing a bit of slalom before as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, the local contest, he's actually a really good slalom sailor as well, yeah. I assumed he was a slalom sailor back then, and then all of a sudden now he's like full on.
That's exactly what I thought. And then I thought, oh, maybe it's his brother. But no, it's Nigel was definitely was the slalom guy. So Joop Smit kicking off. See, this is Agajan. I mean, Agajan, this guy's been going forever.
Yeah.
Like literally since I started, I said it last competition, but 2001 or something.
Literally, yeah.
He's been over 20 years. Well, you're probably similar, but you know, he's been going since he must be I guess Tatty days as well.
True. Yeah. Yeah, I remember Nico actually didn't he win the indoor event?
Yeah, he's won a few for sure.
Yeah.
And then we got Bals Muller.
He's using the foil freak, I think. Has a much shorter boom.
Yeah.
Compared to the normal freak.
It's interesting, isn't it?
I heard that some people prefer that.
Bals has definitely caused some upsets. But Bals, what is he doing in this heat?
He is not competing.
I was about to say he's not even in this heat. Okay, apologies.
And also Takuma is just practicing.
Did someone say they've got rid of Gastra now? The name?
What do you mean?
I was just seeing GA sales. Someone said that to me the other day. I was looking for some confirmation on that. I still thought it was Gastra, but maybe they officially changed it.
These guys are not competing at the moment. They're just training. Okay,
yeah. So this is the guys that are training. We need to keep an eye on the guys in the heat.
Go.
Oh, there we go. That's Nigel. Is it?
Yeah, Nigel, Marino on the small screen. That's perfect.
Yeah. The 4 guys in this heat. This is not one of them. This guy is not in the heat. So we have to focus on the competition area. This is Marino Gill on the orange Goya.
See the punch. Oh. Yeah.
He was about to.
Does a nice Flaca Diablo.
He's not in the heat. Steven van Broekhoven. This guy's not in the heat. We're going to need to get someone on the camera, guys, to tell them. He's not in this heat.
No. This guy is.
This guy is, yeah.
Tries to go for a Pasco, but misses the whip. And then Marino's coming out. I've seen him do some back loops in Fuerte off of nothing.
That's pretty nice. Playing in forward there from Marino Gill made it look easy. Probably there's a lot of you guys at home wanting to do a forward, and that just looked, just do that.
Oh, might be missing some power there.
Yeah, come out the other side. Yeah, you've got to do a Sylt event before. It's very rarely you just turn up to Sylt and be like, oh yeah, I'm dialed in. It takes sometimes years to get dialed into this place, especially when you're Bonaire. It's a big difference. So we've got Joop Smit on the small screen by the looks of it. Aerial view from Joopie.
Oh, nice.
It's a little backy there. From that angle, look mad, doesn't it?
Yeah, like, pretty cool. Couldn't see the height, but I wonder what sizes they're on, if it's 4.8 or 4.4s. I'm guessing 4.8, but I know Nigel's.
Would you like to do freestyle here?
So someone asked me the same question yesterday. Like, if it's on, I will go for sure. I wouldn't say that's my favorite spot to Sylt because it is hard.
Yeah.
I have borrowed a freestyle set before in Sylt, and I couldn't even go switch.
Yeah.
So I know what it takes for these guys to bust out these moves here.
It's very easy to watch this and start
Yeah.
mind surfing it better than than
Exactly.
you than the reality is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very true. Like, these guys are the best in the world, 100%. And when these guys are struggling a little bit, you know how hard it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same with the girls as well. I always remember, Furta's hard, and when we saw the girls in Bonaire, it's like
It's
a
a-
whole different
yeah,
story.
very
You're like,
different.
okay, this is more the level, because it's very easy to judge without kind of realizing how hard it is, the conditions.
But I do think with a bit sideshore conditions like this,
Yeah.
it'd be fun to compete for sure. Because you get some speed down the swell, and it's the onshore conditions that scare me a little bit. Like
Yeah.
you'd have to go out 20 minutes before your heat to make it out.
And the tide's a bit lower at the moment,
True,
which also cleans sometimes it up a little bit more.
Yeah. But for so I know we're doing freestyle right now, but for waves, like I do enjoy sailing and competing here for waves. Like it's so unpredictable, and the last few years we've had amazing conditions.
Yeah, I think we might get it again this year. I've just got that feeling. It looks good. I don't want to jinx it, but at the
looks
moment
good.
it looks pretty solid. Just to give you an idea of scores at the moment, we've got Joop Smit leading 26.8. Marino Gill at the moment not finding all his moves, probably doing okay on port tack and maybe struggling a little bit on the way in. On the other side of the draw, it's actually Agajan that is leading against Hart, but there's not much in it on that side of the draw. Hart has had a few crashes though on the stream, so it's not always easy to have a total understanding, but he's got some big moves in there too. Here we go, Joop Smit. Are we going to see some air?
Shifty.
I think we are. Oh, he wants it, doesn't he?
Good old forward.
I mean, Joop's been around a fair while, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's been competing since he's super young. We're about the same age. I think he probably started around 15, 16 as well. So it's been a minute.
Here we go. Hart. What's he got? Oh, he did well to control that. He actually got a bit of air in the
that's what
in
I
the
mean.
sail throw.
He gets this crazy height off of nothing. Imagine if he's powered.
Yeah, so still fighting. Minute to go.
20.5. He's right there.
Yeah, he is in the mix. And probably with that score still waiting to drop in.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Oh, misses the funnel there.
I like it that the wave sailors are entering the freestyle. Pushing yourself out your comfort zone.
Yeah, I've seen these guys sailing in Fuerte as well, and I think that's why windsurfing is so nice, no? Because you just have, like, it's never ending. Like, if you're tired of wave sailing, you can grab a freestyle board, have fun on flat conditions, and
Yeah, I'd agree. I've never really understood sticking to one discipline. I do like to mix it up. I go through phases where I like certain things and need certain things, and then I need to go wave sailing,
Exactly.
But it's good to mix it up and good to see. 10 seconds to go on that side of the draw. Hart only a couple of points, 4 points now. He's going to need a last minute move if he's going to take out Agajan, but maybe not enough. Little grubby at the end for Reno Gill and just tucks it through. But it's definitely Joop Smit going through, and we'll wait for confirmation on the other side of the draw. But it looks like Hart might be knocked out unless he's had a last-minute move to count in. He is counting 3 moves on each tack, so it would have to be something big for him to pull up on 4 points. So I have a feeling it will be Agajan and Smit. But yeah, for your first effort in Sylt in the 20s, looking at what we've seen today,
yeah,
I think that's a respectable score.
I would say so.
How old is he? He's young.
Nigel is maybe 22.
Okay.
He spent the whole summer in Greece training.
Oh, really?
Actually broke his hand.
Oh, wow.
And only started windsurfing again like 3 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
But it's good to get out there, like when you're from Bonaire and you still certain conditions, only that type of conditions. It's good to challenge yourself in different conditions, and I think he did a good job.
Bonaire is paradise, isn't it? I mean, it is absolute freestyle paradise.
Yeah.
It's easy to see why you can't go, no, I think we'll stay here.
I mean, to learn moves, like I think it's probably the best place in the world to learn any trick.
Yeah.
But then afterwards, to keep challenging yourself, you definitely, you'd have to venture out, I would say. Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like it is confirmed. Joop Smit and Nico Agajan are going to go through from that round. This is obviously the first round of the freestyle before we get into the seeded riders. They are coming up in round 2. But next up, we've got Antoine Martin going against Uglung from Denmark. And then we've got Sugi going against Moria?
Moria is Takumi, no?
Takumi, yeah, Takumi.
Takuma and Takumi. No, they're not brothers.
So 50 seconds until the start of the next one. Like I said, we got a battle of the Japanese riders. Takumi is pretty good, but we've also seen Sugi pulling off the other moves.
Yeah.
We are here with the freestyle women's champion 14 times.
14, not 13.
She even miscounted. That's the funny thing.
I'm actually going to recount again later because I'm confused at the moment. I don't know.
That's pretty classic because obviously Bjorn's just released his movie. What is he? 42 times. Like I'm like, who's checked this? Because that's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of crazy that.
Hey, so North Hills hasn't released a freestyle dedicated sail, have they? Or because I know he's on the wave sail.
He's on the wave sail.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's on a freestyle board, is he? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
He's on Thomas's board.
Yeah.
Is he?
Looks like it, yeah.
It does look like it. I guess he is.
But yeah, so this.
Or is he on a starboard? I don't even know. Oh, okay. Okay, we don't mention that. But he's not a freestyler, so you know he probably hasn't got one anyway. He's just tried to borrow a board.
Yeah.
See whatever. This is Takumi. Ooh, how did he get that? I thought he totally messed that up.
Wow.
If I was a betting man, I was like, oh, he's done it. But he see.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there we go. Oh! Stylish.
Slippery boards.
Stylish. Stylish. So yeah, Takumi going against, he's not in this heat. This is Bals Muller training on the upwind side. So these guys are not in this heat. They're all in the same area. Yeah, this guy's not in the heat. Not in the heat. Yeah, this guy's not. We need to get back to the competition area because this guy is not in the heat. Okay. Well, this is Bals Muller warming up. There we go. This guy is in the heat. This is Antoine Martin.
Oh.
Does that count?
Yeah, actually, yeah, because he popped the board.
Okay, is that the definition?
I think it is, to be honest. So it will be like a...
What would it class us?
Yeah, or not, because it was like right in between. But it's a flaca try, to be honest. What?
He's getting better, isn't he? I've seen him just seems to improve hourly. I was going to say daily or weekly, but it's literally hourly. I think that guy's...
Oh, I keep missing the feet.
Oh my God, that's not how you want to not make the wave heats, is it? By hurting yourself in the freestyle. And that he is actually showing what it's really like out there because it is sticky.
Yeah,
it's
very much.
sometimes hard to get the release because the water is moving quite a lot. And that's why I think you'll see a few of the guys miss the pop.
Yeah. Because
where you think you're pressing, there's still water attached to your board, and then you don't get that really nice clean release. And that was the problem I used to find with Sylt. It was difficult to find the pop.
Does it have to do with the current maybe?
Yeah, and just the chop and swell.
Mm-hmm.
So it's difficult. The water comes up into your board just as you try and release.
Okay.
And then it gets a bit sticky.
Oh, almost gets it.
He likes the flacker. He wants the double flacker,
He's
I
pretty
think.
powerful in his moves.
Sugi. He's been actually getting pretty strong at freestyle recently. I've seen him busting out some big moves.
Yeah, Takuma is also quite incredible, to be honest.
Yeah, sorry, Takuma and Takumi. There's two similar. Here he is. This is Takumi. Oh, I mean, if he was to beat Takuma, would that be like an upset in Japan? Or I wonder who's doing well in the freestyle
I
over
would
there.
say yes.
Yeah.
Because I think Takuma is the more established name and Takumi is just kind of coming up now. He's been around like maybe 2-3 years now, but this year he really showed his potential.
Yeah. I mean, Dieter van der Eycken has been sort of taking him under his wing
mentor,
and showing him around, and I guess.
And I think Takumi is actually almost upping Dieter, like in certain moves apparently.
Yeah.
He set out to learn the shifty and Fuerteventura, and I think he did within 1 session or 2. And yeah.
I mean, it's interesting as well because when you see Takumi, he looks so young. He just looks so young. He doesn't look like a fierce competitor. I know that, you know, he sort of seems like, oh yeah, hello.
Yeah, it's
but he's
true.
actually, you see him on the water, he's got some power.
Yeah, he does. Oh, looked like a Schauinslandreisen try.
Yeah, he wanted it.
He looks like he's actually just cruising.
This is obviously not in the heat. He'll be coming up later. But we've got Antoine Martin at the moment. He's actually leading.
Over Rasmus. Actually,
yeah.
I haven't even seen Rasmus. Is he in the heat?
We haven't seen him on the screen.
I
We've
think
seen
he's on loft sales, isn't it?
He's got a few scores gone down though. So
he does, yeah.
I mean, Antoine Martin, could he go through here? I mean, he would like a ramp, I'm sure. There's the... Whoa! Has he ever done a Pasco, do you think, before?
I wonder if he actually tried those at Hokipa, maybe on his wave gear.
Because that looked, you know,
that
pretty
was super
solid.
close, yeah.
Yeah, this is Tati Franz. He's obviously not in this heat.
Takumi on the small screen.
Takumi, what's he got for us? Antoine Martin still leading against Erasmus from Denmark.
Oh,
there we go.
Just missed the...
That's the Sylt Classic. Just missed the pop. 2 minutes 40 on the clock. They say this is first round. We're still seeing some great matchups, but the full seeded riders will not come in till round 2. So we've got a few of the wave sailors, a few of the younger guys. There's the double flacker. He's going to extend that lead.
Do you see the difference between the wave and the freestylers?
Yeah.
The lower boom?
Yeah, interesting.
It's super low.
It's interesting. So the freestyle's like the higher boom.
Yeah, it's much higher compared to... Also Marino just now, like the boom was like...
I always remember Kiri having just this really
extremely
high boom.
high.
Yeah, so at the moment Takumi beating Takuma Sugi.
Whoa.
So, yeah, that...
by some margin also. It's not like super close.
Yeah, difficult to see actually because I haven't had the full updated rules. I don't know if Sugi is missing moves yet because that can make a huge difference. That's why I always find it difficult with freestyle. You can't build the drama until you know the moves counting in. And that was nice.
This is Rasmus.
Oh, he's on the RRD.
Ah, not used to seeing him on that setup, so maybe it changed. Now he's ahead of Antoine Martin.
Yeah, so there we go. Rasmus has just gone ahead. On the other side, though, Takumi maybe extended that lead ahead of Takuma. Still all to play for. 1 minute 22 on the clock. Takuma, Shaka on the way in. It's the first time I've seen they've got GA sales in big writing now.
Is it the first time?
Well, I think so. Like I always remember it being GA, but just like as a logo like that, like written.
Oh, I see.
You know, like
what you mean. Yeah. I haven't heard this story, so I actually am.
He looks stressful. He looks stressed. He looks like he's not having a good heat. When someone's pumping like that, well, one-handed sort of air flacker there, 44 seconds to go. It feels like someone who knows he needs some stuff to go down. 35 seconds to go. Whoa. These heats are flying past. And I think in Sylt, maybe you might even need a bit more time. It's very fast.
I was thinking they should at least have 9 minutes, not just 8. But with the 3 moves on each tag, that also makes a difference.
Yeah.
Whoa, Takumi's at 27 points. That's already quite a high heat score.
I think it's probably the highest heat score we've seen. I'll have to have another check.
I think Leonard was up at 30.
Okay.
30 plus.
Makes sense.
Also Antoine Albert. Nice one.
He's got some skills, the boy, hasn't he? He's got some skills.
Wow.
Takuma crashing at the end. That could be it. That could be Takuma beating Takuma. Big battle between the Japanese riders in this first round in Sylt, day number 2 of the PWA World Cup. I'm in the live booth with Sarah Keita offering the 2020. Well, actually, I could go through all the list. The 14 times Freestyle Women's World Champion. They've already done their competition this year in Fuerteventura, and there is no women's freestyle here in Sylt. So she's in the booth for a little bit, I'm sure, and then Should be going down to see the action on the beach.
Get my wave.
How's the atmosphere on the beach? Pretty good.
You know what? The weather is nice. The
Yeah.
sun is out. It's a good vibe. Yeah. There's music. Every year you come back here, you always meet people from all the years that you've been
Yeah.
coming here. So the locals are very excited to see us as riders every time. And yeah, it's good. We had some action already yesterday with slalom, and you know, like many times we come to Sylt and we kind of have to wait to see what happens, but we like started with a bang yesterday.
Yeah, and then a
And-
double bang today, straight
Exactly.
into the freestyle.
Yeah. So this
And
is,
with sun. That's like the triple bang.
it's beautiful.
I'm just looking at those interesting results. That big Pasco did a lot of damage to Kumi on that, the last score I saw. Pasco 6.2.
Wow.
That was a big statement. And actually his starboard tack was very strong. Actually both tacks, he pretty much smashed him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he won on both tacks.
Port tack, yeah, really, really big. So there we go. Takumi is going to go through to the next round. Who won the other one? Let's have a look. It was
Like
Rasmus did win. On the other side of the draw, Antoine Martin not getting through, and it is Takumi. So Takumi going against Anthony Runes, and Rasmus going against Testa in the next round. Next up, we've got Tati Frans going against Bals Muller.
All right.
Entertainment there for sure.
Yeah.
And Sam and Steve going against Liam Dunkerbeck.
Yeah.
I mean, Bals is we always talk about Bals, but he is such a freestyler. You really don't know what he's going to do.
He's the definition of freestyle.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's going to do. We don't know what he's
He
going to do.
doesn't know himself. That's the thing.
He really doesn't. He just flows. He just lets it happen. And if it means he does 50 cheese rolls, he will do 50 cheese
Yeah.
rolls.
But you know, the nicest is to see when it actually comes together, and then it's like the most insane heat to watch. Yeah.
Yeah, that happened in Furta.
Exactly.
Like, you know, a couple of those heats, you were like, wow.
Yeah.
It feels like he's doing a really... And then it kind of went more ballsy towards the end, where he just did cheese rolls and some other fun.
I think he just gets carried away sometimes. He's like so in the moment, and then
A bit like Tonky back in the day.
Yeah.
Tonky used
Go
to
for
do,
mini
yeah.
skippers.
He used to just go Tonky style for a bit. So here we go. Bals Muller on the yellow, Severn on this inside.
oh, good timing on that one. Nice one-handed burner. Bodhi is not in this heat. Yeah, this is Liam. He's on the 87 Ignite. Oh, what's up?
Yeah, I don't know. Tati France.
Nice shaka.
Wow.
Textbook.
Aggressive. Very aggressive. I mean, we didn't see him in the slalom yesterday, which was kind of strange. I was expecting to see him out there, but
Yeah, I guess he's opting for the fin, no?
yeah,
Still?
I think he's waiting for the wind.
Yeah.
He's a die-hard fin sailor. Here we go. Liam Dunkerbeck heading
It's
in.
like he's cruising.
It does, doesn't it? Oh, there we go. Maybe he's going a bit upwind. Dunkerbecks have definitely got some history here in Sylt.
Not in the heat.
Yeah, he's definitely not in the heat. This is Nibelung, I think, who is coming up on the last heat of this first round. Actually, in the next heat, which is the last heat. He is not in the heat. There we go. Liam Dunkerbeck. What's he got for us? Some sort of jump, you want to call it? Forward loop?
Yeah.
It's about now where you're like, well, I have to do something now
Yeah.
because this is the last of the waves.
Oh,
If you don't make it now, you're going to turn around and come in.
because there's this sandbank over there, right?
Yeah, that's the sandbank. There we go.
Whoa!
That was the last
Lands
little
it.
bit of shot there, but he goes round the ponch.
Oh, that was actually quite
Oh,
dynamic.
so, okay, sorry, maybe I've missed. Ah, that's why. So it is, sorry, it's Nibelung against Kempen.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and Franz versus Muller because heat number 7 is coming up last. Apologies about that.
Okay, so Liam is actually not in the heat.
Yeah,
So this guy's not in the heat.
yeah, okay. Maybe he got confused. We were confused. I think he thinks he's in the heat. And maybe that's why he was doing that
I see.
as a signal.
Yeah.
It makes sense because
Of course.
heat number 7 is a full heat. There's both A and B. And then heat number 6 is a half heat, and so is 8. So they've put 6 and 8 together. Always look at the notice board, I think, is the is the thing to do.
Now it makes sense why he looked so serious on
Yeah.
the
I was going to say,
Yeah.
I was like, he's a serious warming up.
That was a nice burner there. So before that, he did a really nice one-handed air funnel. I think maybe best rider of Germany at the moment, no? Niklas Nebelung?
Yeah.
Both him and his brother, I'd say.
Yeah, he was unlucky, I thought, in Furta, Nibelung.
He lost by
Yeah, that could have gone so easily the other way. I thought, definitely. I think he lost against Agajan or Anthony Runes.
I think Anthony, yeah. This is just how it goes with the guys. The level is so close. And, you lose by 0.3 or something.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
It's nothing. And it's not like you've got 7 events to make it up.
True.
You know, it really is do or die.
It is.
You know, 1 event or 2 events for the PWA Championship. Obviously, there's a lot more EFPT events at lower levels, but in terms of the PWA, not so many. So Kempen's got some good moves on him as well, hasn't he?
He does. I actually competed against him in Bonaire this year in April.
Did you beat him?
I got close.
Oi.
I got close.
It must be horrible competing against you as a guy.
Yeah, I think
I would hate
he
it.
actually got nervous.
I think I'd fake an injury. Oh, full stack.
No, you wouldn't.
I would, 100%. Definitely. Well, oh, my knee. Oh, I think I'd twitch my knee.
Oh, man. Oh, nice kono. Oh, just missing the wind there. I wonder what's... I guess he's on a 4.8, actually.
I guess he's just a massive unit now, that boy, isn't he? Like a fridge. So I'm not quite sure what's happening with the live scoring on my laptop. Let me just rerun it. At the moment, Bals Muller beating Tati Franz.
Yeah.
Bals on the inside.
Wow.
Beautiful.
So this is what I was trying to say about those sails. This foil freak, as you can see, it's way longer than any other freestyle sail.
Yeah.
It seems to work for some people. It's easier to duck and everything because it's just shorter. Oh, nice shifty.
That's right. I've kind of lost my internet at the moment, so I'm not, that's not ideal.
So Niklas is leading against Bodhi at the moment. It's pretty tight there, though.
Yeah, that is tight. And it's a big heat, that one.
It is.
Because they will go against Bosson in the next round. So Bosson, I would say, is probably one of the favourites here in Sylt.
Bosson doesn't play any games.
No, he's always done well here in Sylt. He's always...
I think he's such a smart sailor. Like, apart from being incredible on the water, just his competition sailing is amazing. You really see him build up his heat. So it'll be interesting to see that later.
What's he got for us? They love a bit of Pasco action out there, but you got to find the right ramp. Not going to find it. Just to drive around.
I mean, you also have to choose wisely. You don't want to just waste an attempt.
So 1 minute 50 to go.
Wow, Bals really racked up some points there. 29 points already.
He's smashing it out, isn't he? Look at the other side of the draw. Nibelung Kempen is so close right now. Just 0.5 in it, 1 minute 30 to go. These are kind of the new guys coming into the scene.
I wonder if that was a chacho by Bodhi.
He likes a chachu, doesn't he?
I haven't seen him.
I'm pretty sure I've seen him do one in Furta.
It looked like one, yeah.
So that would make sense.
That would make a difference.
If anyone's out there, they can fix the PWA internet.
Check it out.
Would be appreciated.
25.6 for Bodhi.
Oh, so it
Air
must
charge on the outside for Tati.
This is going to come down to the wire. 50 seconds to go. Kempen, what's he got? Pasco?
No way! What a nice one.
Wow. So at the moment, Nibelung in a bit of trouble, and so is Tati Franz. Bals Muller over the 30-point stage, which we've seen so far in this first round, is the big boys are getting over 30.
Baltz needs his separate camera, honestly.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
think
stand
you're right.
missing his moves.
Yeah. How far is he going like this? All the way?
20 more seconds, probably.
Just doing a bit of yoga for the crowd.
Here we go. Nice one.
Has he got better since he's been winging? I don't know. It feels like or his brain has changed because he looks so sensible and professional. You know, like he is really got a cool head these days.
Yeah.
He really just racks up the points. Tati Franz kind of knows that he's not had the best heat, I think. And on the other side of the draw, Kempen looks like he has just taken down Nibelung, which that's a big result for Bodhi.
Yeah, I would say so. Whoa.
We're still waiting maybe to finalise some of those scores.
Hey, with Baltz scoring 30 points, I'm really wondering, because I cannot see all the moves that he did, but...
Yeah, I haven't got internet at the moment. I'm going to try and find someone to tell me. Although I'm typing on the internet, which I haven't got, so... So there we go. Kempen, Nibelung. It looks like it on there that Kempen has got it. Again, if there's any, Pasco 6.3. Very equal on starboard tack. Both got 12 points, but on port tack, Kempen was taking the advantage. And on the other side of the draw, it was kind of a runaway victory in the end for Muller.
Or it's not going, no?
No. Yeah, apologies. We're just struggling a little bit with the internet here on my laptop. Okay, so it sounds like... Okay, so it does sound like there is internet problems on the island, so that would maybe make sense why I'm struggling. So we are going to restart the stream after heat number 8. So I'm not sure if you guys are getting all this. I'm pretty sure you must be if we're going to do it after a heat. But
so next heat up will be, I guess, the guys we were watching just now, Liam and Sam.
Sam and Steve against Donkebek, yeah.
Amado is out there. Why is he in the first round?
Yeah, Amado Vrieswijk going against Venanti.
Oh yeah, Marco. Oh, savage corner crash.
Oof. Bam! Oh, head stretch.
That's pretty impressive.
Oh, that was big.
Yeah. So was this.
Bam, 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 bam. It's good to see, you know, a couple of the new names coming through because it really isn't easy to break into the freestyle sort of top boys, is it? You know, there's the real ones. I mean, I always remember it with Tonki, Tati, Goito, you know, Van Broekhoven. There was always this names that you just had to break into. It was super hard. They were always there. And now there's a few different names, but they've got another new crew coming through, and two of them going against each other there, like Nibelung and Kempen. And Kempen getting the win. That's a great result for the Dutchie. So here we go. We've got the kangaroo himself, Sam and Steve.
Amado with a nice corner there. Shaka for Jacopo? No, that's for Marco. Pignante. Burner 360. The kangaroo himself.
Oh man, that guy is just like a bouncing bomb, isn't he? Just boing, 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 boing.
Yeah, he had some incredible heats in Fuerte as well this year.
Yeah. They say he's best on starboard tack, so I guess coming in here. But he's got some jumps on port tack, so, you know.
Yeah, he lands some, like, push loops, back loops.
Actually, when you see Sylt like this for freestyle...
Looks alright.
Yeah. Bam. There you go.
It's actually quite fun like this. It offers different opportunities. Sliding moves, power moves, jumps.
Yeah, sun, Sylt, cross shore, small waves. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is almost dreamy stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
For freestyle in Sylt. Nothing more onshore raining.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like...
Oh, I see Amado did a nice burner 360 there also.
Yeah, Amado, he is freakish, isn't he? it's almost like I've seen him in Furta. Hasn't done freestyle for probably a long time, or
Wow.
and he just absolutely killed it. He was almost unlucky actually as well. The heat lost. There we go. Sam and Steve just spinning and spinning 3 times round then. This is Liam Dunkerbeck on that
really nice
inside.
shot,
Again, good to see him entering the freestyle. Why not? You're in Sylt. Get on the water. You know, it can only be beneficial. Keeps you a little bit fresh.
Yeah, and just yeah. He told me he learned a culo in like 2 weeks times, like
Really?
after Fuerteventura. So it's good that he gets inspired by the freestyle stuff as well.
Oh, yeah, I wonder if we're going to see his culo in well, that sounds wrong, but you know what I mean. see
I'm sure he's gonna give it a try.
yeah. Because there's one thing learning it and then doing it in Sylt.
Yes,
This is like
definitely.
2 different things, I think.
Hey, Amado's had a long day yesterday and he's out there again. So one of the hardest working guys
Yeah.
in Sylt.
And he's a big fella, but he seems
Doesn't
to
stop
dance
him.
around, doesn't he? Like, considering how big he is, you know, you just look. He's quite light on his feet.
Yeah, he's so smooth. It's like he's been doing this since he's what, 8, 7, 8? Like, yeah.
Yeah, his definitely body shape has changed.
That's for
I
sure.
always remember seeing him for the first time ever in Bonaire.
Yeah.
It's one of my first events. Like, I commented on Bonaire, and he was like this skinny
Yeah.
blonde kid. I think he must have been 14 or 16 or something like that. And I was thinking, oh, this guy's quite wiry.
Oh,
Oh,
almost.
There we go.
Good effort.
Went for it. What is he now? 100 kilos?
I haven't heard him say it this year yet, but I remember last year he was super proud of being 102 or something.
Yeah, super proud. It's funny that that is it though. When you're racing now,
You need it.
it's hard to keep the weight on. You know, like you
For some
speak to
people.
Maciek and stuff, and he's like, "I'm just eating,
Yeah, yeah.
eating."
It's different for everyone, isn't it? It doesn't seem like Amado's struggling with
No.
it, but nice culo.
100%. So Sam and Steve, at the moment, is leading.
Wow. Seems to be a go-to move, this Pasco.
Yeah, good setup, cross shore, a few little waves on the outside. You get a bit of a run up, but at the moment, Amado Vrieswijk 25 points, trying to find a flat spot on this inside. I mean,
Of
you know,
course.
he's at least over 90, probably 95,
yeah, I'm sure.
and he's still like floating through the air. Like, it's interesting to see. I find it pretty impressive. And Venanti giving a good account of himself here.
Yeah.
3 minutes 30 to go. He's already on 24 points. That is very solid from what we've seen from other riders.
Oh, as well Sam as Steve. He's on 25 points.
Yeah. But Venanti, a new name for me. He's been doing it a while?
He's been around, but I think COVID or something, he hasn't
Okay.
been doing some events. So it's like I haven't seen him in a minute.
Actually, there's a few people gone missing more recently. I'm just trying to think
Yeah?
of a few of the other Italian freestylers have kind of dropped off the scene.
I mean, Capuzzo is all
Yeah,
into
winging.
the winging.
Winging.
No-handed burner. I wonder if they could see that.
Yeah, that's the tricky bit,
It's
isn't it?
hard.
We're probably seeing a better view than a lot of them than in the judges' tower. Well, much easier to see. What's he got? He's lining something
go.
up. Oh, that's the dreaded sort of... Oh, there we go. Token gesture
Make
at
it
the end.
count. Make it count. No.
Oh, the old shifty Kev. 2 minutes 20 to go. 29.5 points for Amado Vrieswijk. Venanti 24 points. Sam and Steve looking good. He's already hit 30. So
What a nice angle with the drone.
the thing is, the winner of this heat on both sides will go against each other in the next round. So looking so far, we might see that matchup between Sam and Steve and Amado Vrieswijk.
Yeah.
But
Can you? Liam setting up for another. Oh, that was a better effort on the culo.
He wants it, doesn't he?
Very impressed. For those that don't know, like he's actually out there on a wave sail, and ducking a wave sail is complicated. I feel like the freestyle sails are built to float when you duck the sail, and for him to just catch it like that and go into the move, I think is pretty.
I mean, I've had a couple of people ask that. You know, is a freestyle sail really worth it over the other sails? But it does make a difference.
It depends on the moves that you're practicing. For all the beginner moves like sliding, Spock, Robbie, Flaka, even Shaka, any sail will do, I would say. But the moment you start the power moves where you need to duck the sail, that's where a freestyle sail has a huge advantage.
Okay.
It's just way easier. It's more stable than a wave sail.
So here we go. At the moment, it's looking like Amado Vreeswijk and Sam Steve, 30 seconds to go. And if we do have that matchup, looking at the scores, it's going to be a very close matchup as Venanti just goes down at the end. Sam Steve as well, getting wet.
Must have been a Spock culo try. Hey, you know, from up here it looks glassy almost, but they're all planing around, so.
Yeah, sometimes difficult to tell from the live stream exactly how it looks. You go outside, you're like, oh, it's kind of crazy. Dunkerbeck, last move of the heat. It's not going to be enough, but there we go. A good fight from Venanti, though, from Italy against Amado Vreeswijk, but Vreeswijk finishing on 31.4 points and takes the win. And on the other side of the draw, Dunkerbeck, a pretty respectable 16 points in not his discipline. But Sam Steve, again, over 30 points. So that matchup, Sam Steve versus Amado Vreeswijk, will be coming up in round 2, and that is when we're going to see the other seeded riders, Adrian Bosson, Jentel Kers, Dieter van der Eycken, and Anthony Runes.
I don't think I can watch, Ben. I don't think I can watch.
Vreeswijk's in the first round, but he finished 4th in Furta. That is weird, isn't it?
I think so.
Okay, so there we go. That is the official scores from that heat. You can see some big moves in there. Pasco 6.3, Shifty Shaka 5, so it was obviously a wet one. Venanti had that Pasco 5.4. Sam Steve, Pasco. Pasco does seem to be the move. Some big draws.
Are we seeing Neubauer now against Jentel?
Yeah. But they said they're going to reset the stream. Is that what I heard? I need to get confirmation of that. But that could be the biggest heat of this competition coming up next.
Oh my gosh, I can't handle it.
But they are talking about resetting the stream, and I'm scared we're going to miss it. But maybe they're not.
I'm just wondering if it's still going to be 4-man heat or 1-on-1.
I'm not sure.
Let's see what they say.
Wait to hear in my ear. I've literally got no...
Erste Runde ist durch und das bedeutet, wir steigen ein in die Runde der Top 16.
Okay, so we're going to have to restart the stream, which is terrible because the next heat could be the biggest heat of this competition. But they've got to restart the stream. That's what they're saying. So hopefully we're back as soon as possible.
Are we?
Okay. Okay, it sounds like they're going to wait for us anyway. So let's shut down the stream, restart, and we'll be getting straight back into the competition as soon as we can.